President Jacob Zuma. He's now making his way inside court. And what's your sense of him? How is he looking? It does look a bit tense. Of course, he will always do the usual wave. How's he looking?
He's always charismatic. I think that's how we've come to know him. But I think just for the viewers as well, I don't think we should expect too much today. That application for permanent stay of prosecution was lodged approximately 10 days ago, if I'm not mistaken. It is a vast and a lengthy application, so I'm not certain whether the judge would have considered it already, whether he would have had time to really go through the application as well as the state's opposition thereto. So we could most likely see a postponement today for outcome of the permanent stay prosecution.
And we're looking at that case perhaps resuming then in May, as is the speculation.
Exactly.
But that will be agreed upon during this particular hearing.
It will, yeah. And these are all still pre-trial formalities. The day that Jacob Zuma is asked to plead to the charges, then the trial only starts. These are all still pre-trial formalities. It's still applications. No evidence will be led yet by any witnesses in court, only when he's asked to plead guilty or not guilty.
Let's talk quickly before we go back to what I had introduced earlier. Let's talk about the high-powered legal team that he has decided to hire this time around. Mike Helens is the person that is going to be arguing inside court. Well, there is the former president again. Perhaps it was just he had gone to the men's, we assume. I think it looks like he's going back to the holding room. It doesn't look like he is going inside court. Well, he actually
is in court.
He is actually going inside court. And once again, Ulrich, perhaps let's look at his demeanor. There's the former president. I mean, he does his usual, and very interesting indeed. The characters, political support that he has there. We see the secretary of the ANC in KwaZulu-Natal, Mdumiseni Ntuli. He is inside court. There is the former president of COSATU, Dumo Dlamini, sitting next to Carl Niehaus, one of the members of the MKMVA. And, of course, the Suprama Mapilo, the former chairperson of the ANC in the Northwest, as we've already mentioned, he is there. Sitting alongside him, of course, is Des van Rooyen. So that's just the description or the people that have come out to support him. Talking about the legal eagles that are surrounding the former president, or that are defending the former president Ulrich, it's a high-powered legal team, and he surely has to be paying a good sum of money for him to retain the services of those lawyers, because you're not just talking about Mike Helens, you have Moses Kakane. These are senior counsel. Who else is on his team? Because I believe
he's got four senior counsel. He's got Mike Helens, who is arguably the best defense advocate in the country. He's vastly experienced. I've worked with him on many matters. He's a phenomenal advocate. Then he's assisted by Davi Hubert, who's also a senior counsel, and then two further senior counsel. So, you know, we can speculate about the legal fees, but it is possible that he could have made an arrangement pertaining there to, you know, fees are negotiable. But yes, definitely.
But this is a man who recently claimed, who cried that he's running out of money. He's actually he's poverty-stricken right now.
No, exactly. So, you know, one can only speculate as to who's footing the bill and how much that bill is. But definitely, it's costing him a lot of money.